Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. You've just watched the GP2 finale, and now all the champions for this season have been crowned from all divisions. Viper probably would have won Tier 1. He was pretty rapid, but unfortunately F1 disbanded after about a halfway point. F4 got crowned on Monday. Kane saw out the competition of Messi and Fudgeboy, who unfortunately didn't finish their races. Not to make them feel worse or anything, but good effort from them anyway for the season. And GP3 ended with Podium taking the title in that division as well. And it's been a great honour to be in charge of another level this season. Which brings us to why we are actually doing this podcast right now. It's for many reasons, which we will probably try to explain very shortly, but another level now no longer exists as of the end of this podcast. But don't worry, drivers, I know most of you are watching. We're not going anywhere. Well, we're going somewhere, but we're not completely closing. We're just disbanding another level. We're doing new things, and there's going to be new management, of which I will introduce one of them now. Good evening, Sarah.
Good evening.
Now.
And
Kiara as well,
good
the
evening there as
deputy.
well.
If there's a dispute, Kiara has the final vote.
Wait, I've been replaced by Kiara? Oh, okay, I'm leaving then.
No. But anyway. Yeah, I won't say too much because it's not my jurisdiction to say that. So that's why I thought I'd bring in Sarah right now so she can tell everyone what is actually going on. So over to you for a few minutes.
Oh God, you sure you want me to do it, or do you want to do it, Martin? You know,
Don't mind.
obviously, it's heartbreaking that obviously another level is disbanding. Obviously, Mackie has done an amazing job, and we have happily helped him out as much as we can. But as Mackie said, it's not all over. We are moving everyone over if the drivers would like to come with us. Obviously, me and Martin are the co-owners of another level there, but no, we're not. A new league, sorry. That, and I will shout him out now before we go on, that Kimster, aka Ollie, has named.
AKA
so
F2 champion.
F2 champion, yeah, aka the pain in the neck. You know, we keep those AKAs going on. Who had said in chat, by the way, that he beat you tonight, Martin. But yeah, he named
Nice.
obviously the league, so a big massive shout out to him. So the name of this new league will be Platinum Racing League, so PRL. Obviously there is a Platinum Racing League for NASCAR and things, but we are officially going to be known as PRL F1. So obviously any of the drivers who are in AL, if you want to come over with us, you're more than welcome. Your seat's still there. Just different league, different owners. But Mackie is not going anywhere. Mackie is obviously going to be with us in the team, helping behind the scenes with a lot of stuff. So I will now bring in the other co-owner of this league, which is Martin, and he can carry on with whatever else he wants to say, you know. I don't know what else to say.
No, I don't, to be honest with you. I think you covered most of it. Like I say, another level, it's a shame it's gone. But I think just to clarify for everyone, the main reason we didn't want to take another level was it's been handed down through several different leaders or owners or whatever you want to call them, and it's built up quite a reputation over the years, the seasons it's been run, and I think that reputation is hurting another level more than anything. So we decided, well, I decided, and Sarah's kind of agreed, that we didn't want to take the Another Level name and everything else with it. So that's the whole reason for it being a completely new league run by us two. There will be others involved. There's going to be a lot more. We tried to add it slowly, but it didn't work. But we're going to start with a lot more structure in this league, and we're going to do our very best to stick to it. We're going to be as consistent as we can on penalties and everything else. That's the thing that we plan on starting with this. So, as Sarah said, any drivers from Another Level that want to come over, I would say, obviously, let us know you're interested, because we're not just going to assume. I'd just let us know in either message us or put it in one of the group chats, just so that we are aware. We will put a message in the group chats letting anyone who doesn't watch this know to watch the podcast, but we'll also say in there, is there anyone in here that wants to come over, or something along those lines. And then yeah, we're going to get testing underway very, very quickly, because we want to get most of it done in about 2-3 weeks, sort everything out and get the league going in the beginning of January. So we're on a bit of a tight schedule to get it going, but it's so that we can fit another full calendar in, go for a full season to start. And yeah, I think that's basically the gist of things.
Yeah, obviously Owen's just put in the chat that he's happy to come over. He knows his situation. I know his situation. Obviously, he's going away for 11 weeks in January, so I think obviously we can pop him as a reserve at the minute and just pop him in if we've got a seat when he comes back. Obviously, as we have sat in a party with Mackie and spoke to Mackie, and there's no disrespect to anyone in Another Level. There's there's a lot of love in the top tier and the team, the whole team are coming with us. Obviously we're going to get the teams to, like, the people who are commentators, who are like stewards, stuff like that. We want them to reapply for the roles, which will be on the forum. So we have a forum and we have a Discord, so the drivers that come with us, we do need you to have both of them. That way it's easier for us. We can keep a track on who's not got it, who does have it, things like that. Obviously, driver draws and stuff, we're still talking about the way we're going to do them. We're bringing in tier coordinators now as well this season, to start the season. So if anyone has any issues in their tiers, they can go to their tier coordinators before they come and bombard us, because obviously we have a lot of work to do behind the scenes as well, which is, we have a lot to do. Realistically, I would hope to start testing by Monday, Tuesday latest, but it's never going to happen, I don't think. Time's never on our side, clearly. But yeah, I just feel it's a sad day. It's a sad day and a happy day. Mackie's now got a lot of weight lifted off his shoulder, which I'm sure he will agree, and it's a sad day to see Another Level go down. But as Martin said, the reputation it had over the 4 seasons, it went from being really good to just really bad. And it was just because of the way it was.
People heard the name and went, nah.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I was looking for drivers halfway through the season for this season, because we lost so many drivers because of it. And we don't want that, and it's not. We want people to be happy in the league. We want people to race and be happy and get on with drivers, have respect for drivers. There's going to be incidents, stuff like that. We get it, but I want to see a better and improved thing come in, and I don't know if Mackie and Martin would agree, but doing it this way, we're making the new league, we're having a fresh start, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but we're never going to know unless we try. And that's basically what we're doing. Are you alright over there, Mackie?
Yeah.
You're losing
yeah.
your baby.
Yeah, I'm good.
The way you
It's-
coughed and everything, I thought you were going to say something. I was
I
like,
know.
what's he
I
gonna
thought
say?
he was about to cry.
Gonna
To
say-
be honest, I was like, oh my god, no, don't make me cry.
It's sad, but like I've discussed this with you in depth. It's for the best of every driver in the league and for us as people running it. It's a shame, as we've said before, that this has to happen, but you know, the whole it's just, I don't know how to really sum it up, but yeah, all I'll say is it is definitely for the best of everyone involved for this to happen. There's no bad blood here with any of us, so for any scaremongers out there, fuck you, it's not happening.
Language
It's
back
all-
PG.
Nope. Too late for that. But no, it's all pretty much my decision to end it, and it was their decision to go in a new direction with a new league, which is a thing I would have suggested anyway. Just to try something different. We've got a good foundation, but it's just we can't build on it in a way because of all the bad reputation and bad press that former management and previous drivers will probably give it. So whatever they want to do with their life, it's up to them, but middle fingers up to all of you. They
One way
said
of
we would
putting
make
it,
it
I
2
suppose.
weeks. I bought you to the end of the season, so go and eat shit.
Yeah, I will just add to that, you know, as well. Like, a lot of people at the start of this season did not have the faith in Mackie whatsoever, and he has proved everyone wrong. And for that, I take my hat off to you, Mackie, because I wouldn't have.
not
If
wearing
that
a
was
hat.
me, I would have stepped away. I would have literally stepped away and let it go. Devil's like just completely came in and went, sorry for being late, I had to do something, can you give me a brief overview? Basically, Devil, another level has finished, disbanded, we're making a new league, me and Martin are the co-owners, it's now called Premium Racing League. If you want to come over, you're more than welcome. There we go.
You're not getting any
Quick
more
overview.
information. If you want more information, you can watch the
Go
podcast.
watch
Watch
back.
it back. Yeah, so having a look at the chat, obviously, because everyone's in the chat. Most right, we have 14 viewers, and Glenn has started it, and Owen has said let's get it trending. So yeah, I completely agree. They have done a hashtag #RIPAL, which yeah, I agree. But like I said, it's a sad day to see AL go. You know, I came in end of last season and helped as much as I could with, you know, my opinions and helping over, and then obviously helped Mackie this season. So it's sad to see it go, but it was never going to be fixed. The amount of grief, realistically, that the staff got, not only just myself or Martin, but Mackie as well, because things weren't getting done, or, you know, stewards reports were late, or the penalties weren't consistent, and everything else. You know, it was a lot, and it did take its toll on Mackie, it took its toll on me, and it took its toll on Martin as well, like all three of us. No, I'm not going back to the Alpha. Shut up, Kate. Go to the McLaren, leave me alone.
We'll be honest with you,
yeah.
guys. The toll it took is it almost affected the friendship we have. So
Yeah,
that's the state that league is in. So
yeah. And I mean, most of the drivers know, obviously, the friendship / relationship we all have. You know, myself, Mackie, and Martin, we're all best friends, and you know, I mean, that includes obviously Ollie, and it brings all the drivers in as well. We like to get to know you guys. We like to, you know, I mean, try and be friends with you and help you out with your racing, and you guys help me because I'm absolutely shocking. But you know, it's
hey,
the
that's
way
my
it goes.
job.
And
I'm your engineer.
exactly. But as I've always said, when it comes to a racing league, it's like a family, and you know, especially the top table. And we weren't acting at all like a family when it got to really, really bad. We were not speaking to each other. Like, if we did, we were having arguments over something not getting done in the league, and that's not what happens in a friend. That should not happen in a friendship, and that should not happen in a league. So like, you know, I mean, I know obviously, Mackie, we're bringing you in, we're keeping you in the roles that you have. We're not taking anything off of you except obviously ownership, but we're taking that off you. But you've got everything else. We're not getting rid of Mackie. A lot of people are probably saying, going, oh, this is what they've wanted in the first place. Like, they've wanted this league off of Mackie. That's not the case. We've sat back and we've helped Mackie as much as we could this season, and there's nothing else that we could have done. But into this next season and into this new league, the start of this new league and everything else, the one thing that is implemented and will be implemented all the way through the league is the rules. So every driver who comes across, and I want to make a point of saying this now so I know I've said it, when drivers come across to the new league and everything else, we want obviously all of you guys from AL to come across if you want. We want new drivers as well, so if you know people that want to join the league, send them our way. But every driver is getting the same thing. So if you majorly screw up, you're gone. You get one chance and one chance only. You know, I mean, the rules are going to be implemented more this season because a lot of people thought they could get away with murder this season, and I'm not the only one that agrees with that. So yeah, rules are there for a reason. Yeah, if you accidentally break them, fair enough. But if you constantly break them, you're just taking the piss. So I'm not saying that Mackie was lenient, because he wasn't, because I was in his ear yapping at him and saying, Mackie, come on, like, get this done. And Mackie'll agree. But yeah, none of us are going to be lenient. So, you know, I mean, certain drivers who watch, if they think they can get penalties overturned or anything like that, and I'm not naming drivers and stuff, but there's been a few who have like, I don't agree with that. Fine, appeal it. Have new evidence. If you don't have new evidence, you're not going to get an appeal. And obviously Mackie will be our head steward. So he will knuckle down on the rules. Isn't that right, Mac?
Damn right. It's what I've been doing mostly this season when people are annoyed with the original decision. It's like, well, like you say, come to me new evidence, I'll look at it, but if you just say I'll appeal this because you think you can appeal it just because you have the right to, I won't even entertain that as a legible appeal, because what's the point if you're just going to bring stuff to me I've already seen? It ain't going to change my mind. I'm not going to overrule my stewards unless they've made a mistake, and it's your job to prove it, not theirs. So let's just make that clear. Nor am I an original steward either. So, just so people have that.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we want people who are, like, we want drivers to apply for roles if they want to apply for the roles. So you can apply for commentating, which I know Owen and someone had asked. I think it was just Assassin, I can't remember. But yeah, commentator, you can apply for commentator, you can apply for steward, you can apply for tier coordinator, you can, I can't remember the other one. I think that's it.
Wait, what did you say?
Tier, steward, commentator.
Yeah, streamers
that's
as well,
it. Unless
it's commentators and stuff.
Oh yeah, and streamers, yeah.
Well, we have to
Streamers
test
and
their
commentators,
and stuff.
We'll
but
put that under commentator and we'll just ask what people have as speed. That's what we'll do.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, you know, I mean, if people want to apply for the job, then, and we have more than enough, like, to have backups, then that's even better. You know, this season was ridiculous for commentators. Like, ended up me and Kane actually being backup. So, you know, we'd love it if you guys can apply for roles.
No obligation to, of course. We can't force you to do
you
stuff
don't
you
have
don't want
to.
do.
It's up to yourself. Yeah, you don't have to do it. It's up to yourself. You don't, you know, I mean, if you don't want to be a steward or you don't want to be a commentator or, and you just want to be a driver, that's fine. And I know for a fact, and I'll say this now, I know for a fact a lot of the drivers in the L are going to be like, I'm not going to that league, she's a bitch and she's just going to do whatever because she's co-owner. That's not the case. And the thing is, if I step out of line once, Martin will pull me back in. Because
Tell her to
me
sort
and
her
Martin...
shit out.
Exactly, I'm sick of your shit. Quoting Ollie there. But yeah, no, Mackie and Martin will reel me in, and the thing is we're working as a team together. So it's not as if, like, yeah, me and Martin are co-owners of this league, but Mackie is still there giving us all the ideas and helping us with ideas and everything like that. So any ideas or anything you guys would like to see in the league, happily give us your opinions. We'll take them on board.
That does not mean we promise it gets implemented.
Yeah, we will, yeah, I was just trying to say that. We will take them on board, we will look at them. But it doesn't mean that they will definitely be implemented. But any suggestions we will take on board. Obviously, what I will do tomorrow is I will pop it in the chats. I'll get Mackie or Martin to pop it in the chats. I will also put it on the Discord of the AL Discord before I disband that as well. But yeah, I will message for the drivers to see who wants to come over, who doesn't. And as I've said to a few drivers before, I'm not going to force drivers to come over. I'm not going to sit there and plead and beg for drivers to come over. If you don't want to race under us, you don't race under us. You know, you're your own person, you're an adult, you have your own mind. Also, bearing in mind, because I forgot all about this, I better mention this as well. We are also, as Platinum Racing League, we are also in association with AMS.
That's a lot of drivers turn around and said, no, now that's it. Sorry, guys.
Exactly, that's it. I'm not coming in. AMS drivers are there. I'm out.
You know what?
But yeah,
AMS gets a lot of bad press. Some of it is very unnecessary, so people need to... We've had enough of their shit.
We had some of that tonight in the chat, in the stream tonight, and they got shot down very quickly. Like, as I've said, not all the drivers from AMS are bad. Not at all. They're good drivers. There can be some drivers that need to improve a little, not gonna lie. But you can't tar all the drivers with the same brush. Because if that was the case, then Phoenix would be getting, you know what I mean, Phoenix and AMM and Andrew and you know what I mean, like I would say Critchley, but that's a bad fucking thing to say.
It's a bad example. I mean, he's had a
that's a bad example.
few shocking races this season. He's been a lot better of late. In all fairness, he has started to learn. He's young, which is fair enough. He will make mistakes. All drivers make mistakes. But I'm in AMS now, so fucking cut your shit, internet.
Yeah, Mackie's not a bad driver. He's just slow.
To be fair, I've been asked to go into AMS as well. So, and I'm considering it. I'm not fully made my decision. I am considering it. But yeah, we are in association with AMS. AMS are going to help us with getting some drivers hopefully over into their league. We're going to, obviously AMS is also in association with URL, so we're going to try and get some drivers from them. We can give them some drivers if people want to go over to URL and race in a different league as well, which is on a Friday and a Saturday. I'll big them up. But yeah, I mean, AMS are not that bad. And I got on with a lot of the drivers, and you know, I mean, personal reasons, they have helped me over the past 24 hours to 48 hours so much, it is unbelievable. So, they're not as bad as you guys all think. You know, Dread says join us, lol. Well, Dread, no. You know, like, AMS drivers are fine. So obviously Platinum League isn't associated with AMS. If you're not happy with that, I don't care.
Oh well.
Bitch, don't give a shit. So obviously we will. If there's, I don't think there's much more to chat. Really, we've kind of covered everything, haven't we?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything covered. The one thing I do want to say, and I know we haven't discussed this, but I think you'll agree with this anyway, is tiers will depend on numbers. If we plan on having 3 tiers, we still plan on having 3 tiers, but if we do not get enough to have 3 tiers, we will have 2 tiers and reserves. It's as simple as that. So it depends on how many of you guys come over and how many drivers we get for tiers and stuff. For anyone wondering, our plan is 3 tiers Monday to Wednesday still. So there is that. And for anyone who wants the forum stuff, that stuff's all pretty much already set up. There's a few things that still need putting on them. But anyone who wants them now and is ready for them, just message. Well,
fire me a message.
Or fire Sarah a message, or fire me a message. I won't be able to get it for you until tomorrow because
whereas I will be I will be online for another kind of hour and a bit. So I will. You're not going to be F4 champ, Glenn, because there's not going to be a tier 4. Shut up. Yeah, I'm going to be on until at least midnight. My phone's constantly by my side anyway, so if you have me on Discord, you have me on Twitter, you have me on whatever, just fire me a message and I'll send everything to you. And obviously I won't be putting I won't be putting anybody in the tiers yet, obviously, because we're going to be retesting everyone, because I want to make sure everyone's in the same division, in the right division, sorry, not the same division. I don't want people being too fast for a decision.
How testing is working, because we're still not 100% sure.
We'll explain that when we do the testing.
Yeah,
just put it out there. We're 90% of the way there. We just got a couple of things we need to iron out for it. But yeah,
I think what we're going to do is over the next few days, kind of just take a couple of days to ourselves as a 3, talk about everything, how we're going to do testing, how we're going to do certain things, you know, like what we're doing with the driver draw and everything else, because we still don't know what we're doing with the driver draw. We don't know if we're going to do it that we pull it out of a hat. We don't know if we're going to get you guys to put a list of cars, like a list of 3 cars that you want. We have no idea. We've got so many options to choose from. So yeah, I think we'll take the next couple of days, and by Saturday, Sunday, hopefully we will have an answer for you guys. Well, Martin will, because I'm working Sunday till 10. But hopefully, yeah, that we'll have an answer for all you guys by Sunday, and hopefully we'll know how many drivers want to come with us over to the new league. Obviously, the penalty, I will put in as well quickly, because obviously what do this in 30 minutes and it's 27 now. All the rules are exactly the same, except some have changed. So we are implementing a rule about the formation lap. So yeah, read them on the forum when you go in, but the formation lap one is definitely getting implemented. So if you go over 1.2 seconds, if you're literally going to get a warning, and if you do it again, it will be a time penalty.
I will say, there is a little bit of leniency because you can't see the gap. We'll allow that, but if you and stuff like that, then you will get it, whether you agree with it or not. Realistically, like I said, there'll be a little bit. 0.2, and then you go to 1.3. That's a penalty, or that's a warning. But if you, for example, if it's we've got 1.2 roughly. If you go to 1.7 and you stay at 1.7, that's
wrong time for my batteries to die.
Oh, absolutely. But
good thing I jumped in then, innit? Really?
Exactly. Yeah, another rule that has been changed as well, which we took into consideration what the drivers were saying. So basically the whole ridding up thing. Now we have lobby host for a reason, and I'm not going to go into all the detail of why there's one and everything else, but we have a lobby host for a reason. So you have to ready up after the lobby host. The lobby host has to ready up first in lobby and in the game, like for the race. Now it was a time penalty before no one was listening. It then went to an automatic race ban. What we've done is...
And everybody complained.
Yeah, everyone's like, that's too harsh, I'm not coming back, this is bullshit. So, what we're going to do is, we're going to change it completely. We're going to put it that if you ready up before, so say it was me, say I'm lobby host of tier 3. You ready up before me, you will receive a qualification ban. That way you will start at the back of the race, but you're still involved in the race. You know,
Yeah.
and
Please
that
understand,
seems
if
fair.
you keep doing it, we will become more harsh.
Yeah, if you
It's
keep
as
doing
simple
it,
as
it will
that.
be a race ban.
Like,
I will give you a race
just
ban.
wanna make clear, we were planning on altering some of those rules that were questionable anyway, whether AL was still here or not.
Mhm.
And this is probably a perfect chance to reset some of these questionable rules. So just wanted to point that out there, that we were gonna, we always said this anyway, but people just didn't listen for whatever reason. But we're always gonna look at things on a week-by-week basis. But now is the perfect time to just announce everything like that.
Yeah.
Some of those rules we were gonna change anyway.
It's, yeah. I think, obviously, like I said, once we get everything in a place fully, hopefully by the end of the weekend, this weekend, if not, we will try and get as much as we can done. Because realistically, we want to start the 6th of January.
We're going to try and
if
we're
not
going to make sure
like
as
the
much
week
is
after.
ready for when we start testing. While testing's happening, there may be a few things that still need updating, but testing is going to be happening soon
Yeah.
because we want to get the
I mean, I
season
want to get them
started.
done before Christmas, realistically, and New Year, because Christmas and New Year's before, you know, I mean, that's time for you guys to spend with your family and everything else. If you guys want us to test from the 27th to the 29th or the 30th, we can easily do that. I mean, I'm not doing anything on those days anyway. I can easily try and
I
get
shouldn't
on
be
with
doing
Mackie and
anything.
do that. And then give you
Yeah, I'll be free
like
for
the
that.
whole kind of New Year off. So, you know, we're going to talk about a lot of things. Obviously, Dano's just came in and not seen anything that we have said. But yes, Dano, it is definitely, AL is completely definitely over. We are now a new league going into it that me and Martin are co-owners
Do you know
of.
what? You know what? Just wait till it ends and watch it back. I'm not going
Yeah,
to keep repeating this.
exactly.
Look, well,
We won't be long.
Past.
Yeah, we got a couple of minutes left, I think.
Well, we're 32 minutes,
Yeah.
but yeah, we started at 5-2, we've still got 3 minutes, is that it? But yeah, no, Dano, we are now going to be classed as Platinum Racing League, a new league, new start, everything like that, new everything. So I think we've covered everything. Realistically, we will, like I said, we will have a chat together, get everything sorted, let you guys know what's going on, get you guys tested as quick as we can if you are definitely coming over to us. And yeah, the only thing I've realistically got to kind of say is thank you so much, Mackie, for running AL for this last season, giving it its last season, taking it to the end, letting me be a part of it. And it's a shame that it's gone, but you did a brilliant job, so, you know, well done. I will praise you for that.
Thanks for that. Yeah, I appreciate that. But some word of thanks should go to you guys as well, because without you, there is no league. That is talking to you in this party and you, the drivers. I understand that it's all a team effort, especially stuff that drivers don't see. But it's definitely down to you guys why this season was able to finish at Abu Dhabi and not Monaco like some people predicted, because they're idiots. I'll keep it PG, even though I already said F earlier, but you know what? I'm a good
that
engine
PG's gone out the window,
sometimes.
mate. I'm not that what you're talking about.
Bollocks to it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just want to, I mean, I don't know when we're signing off, but I think I'll just say it now, just so we don't get a chance to get cut off or anything, but I appreciate every driver that's ever been in this league, whether there's been a problem for me to deal with or not. It's always a pleasure to have drivers in the league, so thank you for drivers that have been there since day one, season one, drivers that have only come in this season or however long you've been in there. Big thanks to you for making this league in most times tick over the way it did and just turning up every week. To those drivers that didn't always tell us you weren't going to make a race, please change that if you do come over, because that is annoying as hell. We need to know if you're going to rake it or not, because reserves are waiting and then they leave because we don't invite them because we didn't know they were needed till it's too late. So you just got to tell us in future.
There will
If
be
you
a
can't make
cut-off
race, that's fine.
where that's the thing. There will be a cut-off. We're going to be asking every single week in the new league who can make it and who can't. If you do not say you can make it, there is a likelihood your seat will be taken in that race.
The thing
I'm
is
just
it's not
saying
an
that now.
excuse either, because if for definite, what I'll do is I'm going to do it on Discord, and like I said before, all the drivers that are coming over to Platinum have to have Discord and the forum. I will do that, and you have to react to it whether you're coming or not coming. And if you don't react to it, I'm just going to make it that you're not turning up. And I'll do the same as what AL did. If you don't turn up for 2 weeks, I will take you out of your seat and I will put you into reserve. Because then that's giving a reserve a chance to race. Which is only fair.
Of course it is. If drivers can't be bothered to tell you that they're going to make it or they're not going to race, then why shouldn't people that are keen to race and able to race, why shouldn't they race? You know? It's one thing that really annoyed me the most this season. Well, one of many things. you know what annoys me, but that was my biggest pet peeve of the
that or
ownership.
people turning up late.
I know some things happen last minute. You can't always help that. Fair enough. We do sort of understand. But some people made a habit of taking the piss out of it. So yeah, I just wanted to place on record my sincere thanks to you guys, Martin, Sarah. Without you, this league would have died a long time ago. I love you guys. Thank you.
And don't cry back, because you'll set me off.
Don't do it!
I don't. I've cried enough, man. Come on. Yeah, no, and I'm
I'll hold
sure.
it together. Don't worry. I'm
Thanks.
okay.
Cry after the stream.
I will.
Yeah, in the chat, obviously having a look, Daniel has said we appreciate you, Mackie. Thanks. Wyron says, but appreciate and also thanks, Mackie. Daniel just put, if you can't make it, but we do tell you and have a good reason, will we lose the seat? No, if it will be the same as what happened in AL. If you tell us that you're not going to turn up and you have a valid reason for it, you will be put down as a bold DNS. We're going to keep the same kind of system in play.
Does say this on the forum, but an example of a not valid reason is I'm watching the football or ICBA.
I'm playing
Those
FIFA
are not valid
or
reasons.
things like that. Yeah, like they're not valid reasons. Like valid reasons,
If it's
Dano, you
family
broke your wrist the
related
other day.
or pre-made plans or broken wrists or whatever, they are valid reasons. But ICBA, like things like ICBA, and I'm watching the football, not good enough. As much as sometimes football is important, especially when your team's playing, it's not a good enough reason.
Yeah. So, you know.
Unless you're actually at the fucking game. No excuse really, I don't think. But that's where I stood on it. But yeah, just sort of taken away from the point there. But yeah, I think people know what we're saying.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll just elaborate again what the drivers are saying. We appreciate everything you've done, Mackie. Especially if most people don't realistically say thank you. You know, thank you from myself. Thank you from the drivers for doing everything that you've done, keeping AL alive for another season, taking it to the end, going out with a bang, because you know that race tonight was just absolutely diabolical.
Hold on. You better not be referencing me and Ollie there.
Yes, I am referencing you and Ollie, constantly dragging each other around the track. Shut up.
We have a problem.
Great, the team's already breaking up. No, I'm joking. But yeah, no, we appreciate everything that you've done, and you ain't going anywhere. You're staying with us. You're going to help us with everything and make sure that we can make this league a bigger success than what another level was.
Yeah,
whether people agree with that or not.
Yeah, they will. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll be alright.
I'm sure we will all manage.
You'll do a very good job in your new role as co-owner, Sarah.
Well,
very good job indeed.
I'm a bitch and I won't take any shit, so watch out, boys, I'm coming for you.
What's wrong with that?
That's why I said
that's why
that you're co-owner.
Like you said, that's why I originally wanted, earlier on in the season when I was sort of struggling with it, I offered it to Sarah, but we came to an arrangement and I was able to power through. But yeah, she's got a lot of knowledge, and Martin will do a very good job as well as the other co-owner. They're going to be a great team, and I'm thankful they're going to ask me to stay around and help them in any way they want me to.
Yeah, definitely. Wyron is a bit confused, so I have no idea.
Well, if you're confused, Wyron, all you have to
watch
do
it back.
Just watch it back. Exactly.
watch the
They're going to put
podcast
that
back.
on t-shirt.
Either that or give
We are
me a
about
message on
to-
Discord or
PRL
something
F1
like
merchandise. Watch it back.
that.
T-shirt number 1. You're welcome.
I'm telling you, we're gonna
Hold
start
on, hold
that.
on. We're not at that point yet. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I can get them printed tomorrow. I don't know
Do
if
it.
Ollie is still watching. He is typing to me, so I don't know if he is or not. But Ollie, you can now officially change your name on Xbox to PRL because you've been asking me for like, can I change it now? So you can now, yeah. So
Yeah, it's
yeah,
announced. You change it to whatever you want, sir.
exactly. So obviously, like I said, any of the drivers who are watching this live, who watch it back, whatever, you want to come over to PRL, fire me a message, and I will happily add you to the Discord chat so you're in the general chat, ready to go. And yeah, I think that's everything. So
Oh, hold on. I've just had a thought of this question you brought up now that you've said Ollie can change his gamer tag. No, you do not have to change your gamer tag. That's it. We can finish
Yeah.
the stream now.
yeah, you don't have to physically change your gamer tag, by the way. I forgot, like, I said Platinum Racing League, did I not? Apparently I said Premium, I don't know.
Yeah, well, never mind.
But yeah, no, it's Platinum Racing League. You do not have to change
It doesn't
your
change the
gamer tag
initials, does
at
it?
all. As I said at the start of the stream, yes, there is a PRL for NASCAR, but this is PRL F1. So if you do change your gamer tag, please put the F1 at the end. And obviously, for anybody who goes, oh, but RSF1 have the same thing, we are not copying RSF1 at all. It's just the fact that there is a PRL out there for NASCAR.
Plus,
not the fact that
we did it
at all.
first anyway in AL, so who's copying who?
We did. That's the point.
Just saying. F you.
But anyway,
back
right, we need
again.
to end the stream now because it's
We do.
nearly 20
I'm getting
20 to
emotional.
11.
We've got to end this. I shouldn't
It's
be this
nearly
emotional
20 to
about
11.
this, but I am.
I have work
Holding it together.
and I have a 9, nearly 10 hour day. So I'd rather get this over and done with.
I have college.
Only 10? We've got
Um,
24-hour days where we live. What the fuck do you do?
I meant work day, not just fucking
I know.
general.
Family.
Oh, do you know what? Fed up with you.
Let's end
I
it
love
on that.
how Nightbot. I have to just throw this out there. I love how Nightbot in the chat just went at Kane Robo 32. Go be a dick somewhere else.
Even Nightbot has had enough of your shit, Kane.
I'm literally screenshotting
listening.
that. That has just literally
Nightbot,
made my
That
night.
is perfect. That is a perfect
Okay,
end to
well
a
that's
stream,
one
I
way
think.
to end another level. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm going
that's
to,
it.
as it's technically your league, because it is another level, I'm going to let you guys have Mackie.
Yeah, Mackie, take us away.
Thanks. There's really not much more I can say other than thank you again. I've enjoyed a lot of what I've done to try and bring this league back to how I wanted it to be, but as we discussed earlier, it just wasn't to be in the end. And like I said, it's for the best and everything is on very good terms. So I just want to say thank you everybody and good night. See you soon.
Night, everyone.
Bye. Don't know if mum was cool.